What's going on, guys? So today we have a fun accessory that we are going to add to my Texas Pride 19,000 pound built but 12,000 pound rated trailer. And if you haven't seen all the videos I've done talking about how we had this trailer derated for licensing purposes, you might want to go check it out. That said, this trailer is just about perfect. It really is. This is a phenomenal dump trailer, and we use the heck out of this thing. Now, the one thing that is a royal pain in the butt, and you guys probably already know if you have a trailer like this, or if you have a horse trailer or a gooseneck trailer, it's this mechanical crank. This is a hand crank trailer, which means if you got a lot of weight up here, or if you have a long way to go, this just does not move very fast. And they make 2-speed versions of this, but even the 2-speed version of it doesn't move very fast. This specific one right here is a single-speed version. This is a 12,000 pound rated front tongue jack, so it's designed for these really heavy-duty trailers. And you'll be here for a while spinning this thing down, trying to get it on or off the ball of your truck. So I found a really creative invention that's designed to make this a lot easier. Let's see what it's all about. Hang tight, I'll be right back. All right, so here it is. This is called the Kwick Kranker. Now, to be honest with you, I actually saw this on Mr. Truck, and if you haven't seen Mr. Truck's YouTube channel, check it out. So I reached out to the company here, Kwick Kranker, and spoke to the owner of the company, and he is just one solid sounding guy. And this thing is manufactured in the United States by veterans, and it's also a veteran-owned company. So the gentleman who sent this to me, really nice guy, very knowledgeable on why something like this is needed. I'll put a link in the description of this video if this is something you're interested in. But again, if you have a trailer with this style of crank, this is kind of game-changing because it essentially gives you the ability to use your high-torque drill to raise and lower your jack. Now, a couple precautions, and we'll go over them again when we get this thing installed, is you don't want to run your jack either too far out or too far in to the point where it stops, because it can jerk the drill out of your hand and possibly hurt you. It can, damage your wrist or cause other problems, and it probably puts some additional wear and tear on the drive components inside here that you probably don't want to do. So when we get to that point, again, we'll discuss it a little further. And the way this is designed is you take this handle off right here. This piece right here, this collar slides over. You put the pin in place to lock it on there. And then you put this piece right here on the other end. It also has a pin right there which locks it in place. And you can raise or lower your trailer. And their claim right here is 7 inches and 9 seconds. So that's pretty dang impressive. And again, when you're talking about big jacks like this 12,000 pound jack, they move very slow and they can get very difficult to move. And the one accident I don't think I ever told you guys about was the process of me trying to get this thing spun down one time, and I was actually looking over here and I didn't pay attention, and I slammed my finger right here when I spun it one time, because this handle can kind of wobble in and out of place, and it hurt. I mean, it was just incredibly painful, but then I had to finish the job off. So something like this can make life a lot easier. Just be sure you follow the directions on the back. Main one being don't run it too far in, don't run it too far out. And then the second one is you do not want to use an impact driver for this or an impact drill. You want to use a standard drill, specifically a high torque. Now, this is a hammer drill, but I don't have it in hammer mode. I have it in drill mode. So on hammer mode, you wouldn't want to use it either, because that vibration, that knocking, can cause premature wear to the gears inside of here, and you don't want to do that. All right, so the first thing we need to do to get this thing installed is remove this handle. And this is really simple. It's just taking this one bolt out. You take that out, the handle will come off, and then we'll show you how this slides on. Okay, so there you go. We have the handle off. And real quick, you guys run over to Mr. Truck's YouTube channel and leave a comment on his latest video, just telling him that I saw it on his channel and I'm shooting him a kudos. And if you haven't subscribed to his channel, subscribe to it, because Mr. Truck is a really cool guy, and he does a lot of interesting things like this. I never would have even seen this thing if it weren't for his YouTube channel. So yeah, absolutely solid guy. Definitely drop him a little comment in a video, let him know that you saw this on my channel, because I saw it on his channel. Anyways, we're going to unpack this and slide it over this portion right here. And real quick, before it's installed, this has a lifetime warranty. It has aluminum construction and not designed for impact tools. And after speaking to the gentleman that owns the company, talking about the pride that went into manufacturing this thing, very lightweight because it is aluminum, but it's milled very well. This thing just looks really nice, and they took a lot of pride in it. He basically said, these things are almost indestructible. So anyways, this piece right here will slide over that once we pop the pin out, and then this piece right here will slide into there and we put the pin in place. So this ought to be relatively easy. I don't need tools anymore because everything now is pins. Okay, so we're going to take this piece Slide it right there. Pop this pin in like that. Take that pin, put it in right there. Now that's locked on. Pop that pin out. Put this in place right here. Pop this pin into place. See if I can line it up. Put it a little too far in. Very precise in terms of tolerances. Take this pin, pop it in right here. All right, that should be it. It is completely installed. If you were paying attention, it probably took me less than 1 minute to install. You can see it has kind of a triangular shank right there to slide into the drill. And we're gonna see if I can raise and lower this thing effectively. Now, it is in kind of an in-between spot right here. You see the black part of the leg. That's the part, or the travel at least, because it was painted while the leg was all the way up. So I know my stopping point, and it's really high right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lower it down, and it needs to be lowered down probably a solid 5 inches. So let's go ahead and get the drill attached to this, and we'll see how it works. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna start dropping it down. That is really, really cool and really, really fast. All right, so as the instructions say, I'm not going to run it out completely, but it's pretty dang close to being at its highest level. And you saw how quickly that thing drops it down. This is going to be a huge convenience whenever it comes time to either raise or lower the tongue jack on the trailer. And I will keep the arm here inside of there just in case, I forget a drill or a battery's dead or something. The specific drill I'm using is the DeWalt XR. This is their high torque version of their drill. It's a hammer drill also, but I have it in its first torque mode on drill mode, and I'm using a 6 amp hour battery. And it already had 2 bars on it, and it still has 2 bars, so it's not draining it that quickly. Very, very cool. Made in the US, veteran-owned company, veteran-made product. Very, very cool. That thing is absolutely awesome. But yeah, I don't anticipate having any problem with it. It's very nice to be able to simply, hook a power drill up to this thing and move it up and down. If I had this thing completely loaded, or if I had it really, really front heavy, I'm sure it'd put a little bit more of a strain on the drill. Right now it's pretty much empty. But yeah, it definitely shows you how this product works, and I'm pretty happy with it. I have been looking for something like this for some time, especially considering I don't have the 2-speed front tongue jack. So, if you have a horse trailer, if you have a gooseneck trailer, if you have a dump trailer, if you have a tilt trailer, any of those trailers that you don't have some type of a hydraulic front jack or electric front jack, I don't even know if they make electric front jacks for these, but a hydraulic front jack, which I have on my other trailers, this is a really, really great solution, and it's definitely going to save you some headaches, some arm aches, and some back aches. So I'll put a link in the description of this video. Want to give a big shout out to these folks. This is not what I would consider to be super high expensive product. This isn't the type of product that, I'm looking for a sponsorship or anything like that out of. This is just a really, really innovative solution to a problem that a lot of folks like myself have with this type of trailer setup. So very, very glad to have this thing installed. You guys saw how easy it was to install, and you guys can see the construction of it and how it arrives. That's very nice. Definitely read the directions on the back of the card, read the precautions, and make sure you do things safely. You don't want to risk hurting your wrist or breaking your tongue jack. So definitely want to pay attention to what the instructions say and follow them. Again, I will put a link in the description of this video if this is something you're interested in. I'm also going to see if the folks at eTrailer might want to carry this. That's a pretty cool product for them to carry because it's designed specifically for trailers, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon. About to hitch up to the 3-point on the tractor and get this thing put back in place. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you again.